Learn two speaking tips from Slava Rubin, the CEO of Indiegogo.
In their white suits and smoke out the bees. That is technology that goes back to the mid 1800s. And it was an incredible invention when that came out. But that's the same technology that's now been used for the last 150 plus years. So this father-son combo said, why is it that we need to annoy the bees? Why is it that we need to get stung? Why not have honey on tap like you have beer on tap? So they created this hive where they create a cell structure inside, and the bees go in, fill the cell with honey, they turn a crank, and then the cell moves, so then gravity pulls the honey down. It pools together, you put the cell back together with a crank, and then the bee goes into the cell and says, I thought I filled this with honey.
And fill it again.
And I'll just fill it again. Now you never need to bother the bee, you just turn the tap open, and now with gravity, the honey comes out. This campaign, in a number of weeks, raises over $13 million. It's the campaign that's been funded by the most countries ever in the world by any campaign. 167 countries funded this. The reason I believe it was so...
There are two things that he does brilliant. First, he's talking about a campaign and a technology that he used to produce honey. And while explaining the technology, he doesn't use any complex technical words or jargons. Rather, he uses his hands to simplify the concept. He talks about a cell structure. He paints a cell structure using his hands and takes it further by explaining how it moves, how it moves, and all the honey is pulled down by the gravity. And it just helps people to visualize the whole concept behind the technology. And second is, once he paints the whole campaign, now he shares a statistical data, a numerical data to support his explanation. He provides evidence to support his explanation. So he shares his campaign raised over 13 million, funded by over 167 countries. And while sharing that, he does a smart thing. He puts an emphasis on the data, the numbers. $13 million, 167 countries. He puts a weight on the words. He puts an emphasis to add weight and highlight the significance of it. So use your hand gestures to simplify the concept and support your explanation with statistical data, because that's how you sound like a CEO.